you catch my drift.
You're awake.
That might have been by design.
That might have been by design. You're awake anyways, because it is listen, it's been a lot of ups and downs for you, for this franchise, speed bumps and hurdles and, great moments and not so great moments. But is it hyperbole to say this is the biggest game in the history of the Sacramento Republic? Is that too much?
It's not hyperbole. It's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is we've won some big games, and I mean, we obviously won a championship. That was huge. But we're in the semifinals of the U.S.'s biggest open tournament in soccer. And there's 4 teams left. And then there's a USL team, a little team from Sacramento that has had to sort of fight it above its weight for the last couple of years. And here we are. We have a chance.
Hey, mute your phone there, guy.
We have a chance
right
to make history.
Uh-huh.
We have a chance, I think, if we look. I believe we can win these games. I really do. We're going to be playing a very tough, very hungry Sporting Kansas City team, because the reality of it is that they're probably not going to make the playoffs in MLS. But they're one of the storied franchises in this tournament.
Yes, they are. I mean, Lamar Hunt, is all Kansas City.
That's exactly right. He owns the team. The family owns the team, and they're a great organization. When we were making our run into MLS, they were extremely accommodating. Let us come and see how their organization ran, best practices, and so I have a lot of respect for them. Except when we get on the pitch tonight,
no respect. You respect them, but you respect their skill, but we're out there to stomp their faces.
We do. They've got, I understand that the entire ownership has come to town. They've come to watch this game. So they're going to be there, and we'll be very professional to them.
Now, obviously you own the team, but you're also a fan, but you're a casual from what I understand compared to your sister. Your sister apparently is a diehard.
Oh, my sister Maureen, she might even be listening right now.
Yeah.
She lives outside of Houston, Texas. She knows more about soccer than I do. She's played it her whole life.
Gotcha.
My sister, I think I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but she'll correct me. That my sister's over 60. She was playing up until just a year or two ago under 35s.
You're
in competitive.
Seriously?
Yeah, she's tough. But she analyzes every game. She knows the players. I feel sometimes she knows the players better than I do. But all kidding aside, she's here. She's going to be at the match tonight.
And you're seeing
really
a lot
excited
of that.
with her husband, Terry.
Great
guy.
You're seeing a lot of that. So Maureen and Terry are out here coming out from the Houston area. You've got people coming from all over, and then also here locally. It's the toughest ticket in town. And even people I've had approach that are don't know a soccer ball from a tethered ball are trying to get in and head out there tonight, because I think even if you're not a soccer aficionado, it's that local pride, that community pride that means so much to us, that's really infecting everyone.
No, it was fantastic. I mean, really, it tells me about the power of when you win. Also, I think it tells us about the power of Sacramento fan base.
Sure.
It's just been fantastic. I mean, we sold out, I think, just if you add the 2 tranches when we sold tickets, it was under an hour. I mean, as fast as I think that people could order, the tickets are moving. And so we're excited. I think it tells me, as I think I've talked to in other places, that we have to revisit really the size of the stadium.
Yeah.
The one that we want to build.
Well, you've kind of, the one that we're, okay, so let me catch everyone up here, because we talked about this a bit yesterday. You were on with Michelle Dapper, our friends over at KCRA, and we played the clip, actually it was the day before yesterday, of you talking about the stadium. And we talked about how much that means just for the city alone, getting concerts and live events down here, not having to travel all the way up to Wheatland. But soccer would be the foundational tenet there. And it's stuff like this makes you think maybe that thing either needs to be bigger or more expandable, or a combination of both.
Yeah, really, I think a combination of both. I think it depends upon the venue and what it is that or I should say, what event that you're actually going to be showcasing. But I think then when it comes to soccer, I see that really we've got to revisit that. I mean, look, we're going to be coming in the next couple of years. We're going to see the World Cup. That's going to have an incredible impact on a lot of different areas within that sport. I mean, we're going to see huge growth within soccer. It's going to pass some of the major sports.
Now, I know you're getting asked this all the time, so you say what you can. What is What's between now and building the stadium? What are the speed bumps you're comfortable talking about? What needs to get done? Other than a lot of money.
First of all, we got to win tonight.
Right.
I think we'll win the next game. I think we need to look at the conference and get in the playoffs and win some big games there. Okay. We've got a chance. This is a very tough thing, what Sacramento Republic is doing.
Sure.
I mean, to try to win this tournament and at the same time compete and get the playoffs. Typically, teams do one or the other. It's very difficult to do both. Hats off to Mark Briggs, our coach, and then also Todd. We've got to really manage the team and the players. And I'm sure that those who are listeners who are big fans of ours saw that on Saturday night. We had a lot of players in there that have not played very much over the course of the year.
Yeah.
We played a very competitive team against a very good Phoenix, even though they've had some tough matches. They historically, it's a well-coached team. We played to a tie. We could have won that game.
Sure.
But we've got several games that we're playing, and I think that's really the important thing, Dave, is we've got a game tonight, we've got a game Saturday that's on the road, and then we've got a couple of games that come back to back as well. So a lot of games in a really short period of time. You get tired legs, you get fatigued, and so this is a very ginger time. That's the reason why I said at the very beginning that it's either one or the other. Typically, people will try to make a run at the cup. They'll try to make a run at the cup at the very beginning to see how well you do, because it's one and out. And as long as you keep winning, and so we're winning. Yeah. I said to our coaches, I've said to Mark, I've said to Todd, we're going to go for both of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you are. And tonight, biggest win in franchise history.
Yeah, it's really great. I've gotten a lot of texts and a lot of good lucks from a lot of different people around the country. I would say really it's sort of funny. I think the nation is watching in its own way, certainly the soccer community. Mm-hmm. I think that this is probably a Disney story if we win this thing, which I believe it's really entirely possible.
Huge underdogs. Absolute huge underdogs.
It's okay to be an underdog. I've been an underdog my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that. I think our players are not afraid. I'm going to address them this evening a little bit before we go out and play. And you're right.
Yeah. Well, you dressed up. I mean, you're in a suit.
I knew I was coming to see you.
Not that you're not familiar with suits. I get that, but we're used to you, being in Republic gear or something casual.
T-shirts, shorts, when you're flip-flops. That's it.
When you're one of your companies, Hobie.
I think you practically own Hobie. I'd love to. That's a great history. That's a great story of Hobie. I used their stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have a beach house down in Orange County, and the founder of Hobie, the family just passed away just a couple of years ago. But it's an unbelievable history about Hobie.
You got a lot of Hobie clothes.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. It's easy. It's an easy get up.
It is. Don't forget who turned you on to your favorite shoes.
Dave, I don't know if people can see it. I don't know if you see it.
You got him on now with the suit. That's great.
Those are new ones. Those are new.
He's a member of the Kizik family. Kizik. There's a free
what I like about those, Dave? Because I knew they're cheap.
Yes.
They're inexpensive.
Yes. Because you have to worry about that, of course.
No, I think it's a great bargain.
Sac Republic, Sporting KC tonight, the semifinals. How much time did you say we had, Jay? U.S. Open Cup this evening. If you have tickets, great. If you don't, from what I understand, there's some still available. People are going to StubHub and all over the place to grab them. Get in the building if you can.
I'll tell you what, Dave.
Yeah.
If anybody's listening and they don't have tickets tonight, if they call in the next 60 seconds, I don't know if that's even possible.
I think it's possible. 1-800-920-1140.
60 seconds, we'll get them tickets.
I heard there was no.
I can find tickets.
Do you have a connection?
I do.
You know people?
Yes.
Okay, well, there you go, because this thing is beyond sold out. There are people, and I'm using air quotes here, important people that can't get into this thing. It's so sold out. And our guy, Kevin Nagle here, has got a pair of tickets for you at 1-800-920-1140. All right, this ends. Rest of the day starts. And let me just say this. Been too long since you've been in, dude. You don't have to have a giant game to make it down here.
I want to do an hour with you, and we're just going to go at it. We're going to just, we're going to UFC it for an hour or maybe even two.
I'll have coffee.
I would say just have coffee.
I'll have coffee for you. That is the great Kevin Nagle, owner of the Sac Republic, part owner of the Sacramento Kings, and so much more. Such a pillar of the community, doing wonderful, wonderful things and continuing to do wonderful things in the future. Go Republic. We'll all be out there tonight. Thanks so much to Mark Jones. Thanks so much to Jay Mars as well. Yes, I said Mark Jones. Thank you, Jay, for the condescending smile. Jim Rome is next. Don't forget Cattles and Rami this afternoon, and we will be broadcasting the game, the Republic game, right here on Sports 1140 KHTK. So for everybody involved, take care. Bye-bye now.
The biggest game in the history of the Sacramento Republic FC happens Wednesday night. Tune in as the Republic takes on MLS's Sporting KC in the semifinal of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Coverage begins at 7:15 on Sactown Sports 1140.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, wants to invite all of you to soak